instant, the world ended, shrouded in a heavy veil of black and lifted earth. No sound. Then the high-pitched ring piercing the eardrums. There was a feeling of weightlessness drifting toward the shredded metal of what once was an up-armored Humvee. The incessant scream caged in the skull and pounded painfully against the temples, quieted to a faint whistle. The body throbbed with the promise of pain, yet to be felt, and quivered with fear, as that of a small child. Yelled their names. No answer. Where were they? No answer. Photos of their family, of home, crackled and burned beneath the wreckage. Peering into the black-gutted chasm of twisted steel, and bellowing smoke clawing its way out and upward, there they were between the plumes. They volunteered. They volunteered to be combat arms in a combat zone, knowing this very probability. And yet they laced their boots and left the wire anyway. Bravely raised the right hand, an action millions of their peers wouldn't do, to live and fight for a country they love, and if so, lay down their life for it. Monuments of stone, though fantastically beautiful, crumbles under the towering monument of love, praise, and verbal recollection. Remembering was the promise. They've done their part, we've done our part, I've done my part, and you promised. I gave you my trust, my allegiance, my loyalty, surrendered my body and mind to be baptized in hell's fire. I was broken down to the bare necessities of a living being. Stripped of my ego, my pride, my identity, not a shred of pomposity. Sent to the slaughterhouse so the butcher wouldn't bring down the cleaver upon your neck. We returned divergent creatures, and in the night returned to the ashes and dust, lost in a labyrinth of loneliness, a jigsaw puzzle of a shattered soul. Yet in times of peace, you rage in chest-pounding boldness that you could have done it without us. Now we are in the way, another arm of the welfare state, a burden. With a full bank and belly, bought in blood, you perceive us peripheral. You squabble amongst yourselves. Are they deserving of one treasury dollar? What have they done worthy of benefits? What have they done for us lately? Corrupt the idea of service as weak and idiotic. They say, a real man is a king, thinks of himself first, and cowers before combat and call it brave. In fact, tear down the idea of bravery and courage and selflessness. Greed, self-righteousness, and entitlement is the next evolutionary stage, and call it an alpha male.